It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Today, we see who's better in the NFC, between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Come and gone already, and we're off here in Week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. Completed to his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's incomplete left side. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Has his man's cut by Andrews. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. From the secondary, Greg Delpit on the tackle.
Buffalo 18.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. I got him. Ready, ready?
Richardson on 3rd. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it. Wow.
Trujillo tacks on the extra point. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
19, here we go. 19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
After the pick, Richardson back to the air. Escapes the pocket. Throws this one deep down the right side. It connects on the deep shot. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Brought in right side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants making a 1-point game. Now they'll try the point after. And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Starting from the 5. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. First down now, ball at the 33.
Yeah, here we go. I take line 8. Get down. And 47. 26.
First down, here's Dak. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set to go now from the 35. Now running here with Jaden Blue. Cuts right. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. This is Trujillo to try to point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow their lead to 8. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
Real quick. Baby on that rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it.
On the jump.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30.
Here we go. Panther 60, 19 tight, 19.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. In many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
Play action, it's Richardson. Vacates quickly left side. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Ready.
3rd and goal for Richardson. And that's a win for the pass rush. As he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
Come on. Set. Trap 60.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Chased out to his right. And the defender comes away with it. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. He's racing up the right sideline. Hits the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because, you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw here from Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue. That's why the QB had to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Richardson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
This one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push in the Cowboys' territory.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs from 37.
Let's go. Dragons, Cowboy 80.
Throwing again, Richardson. Catch is made, it's Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Giants, 1st
Seven
down.
Pirates.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Richardson to throw again. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Okay, ready?
Like the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Go! Liking it. Ready?
Once more now, it's Richardson. And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Giants trim the lead down to 9. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10. They're on the 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready?
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play fake, it's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he'll go down here. Comes up nicely after a gain of 7.
Steve, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
18,
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Shot. Gravity line. Ready, right?
Throwing now, Richardson. Gets everything he has under this one. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
We're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Him over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for Dallas. First down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So second down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
We're going to 53. Under.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 490. There we go. Kill. 26.
Throwing again is Dak. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way. You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah!
Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. Here comes Bryce Behringer to handle the 4th down punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20.
Okay, break.
New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Connecting on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Dragon 60. Track,
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Mustang 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll throw again. Richardson. He's going deep this time. And he's got it. It's in close. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants make it a one-score game before halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
For the life of me, I will never understand why you give that returner another shot after you already took one to the house. You can feel it. He's brimming with confidence. He wants you to kick the ball to him, and he nearly took a second one to the house again. He now sets his team up with great field position. Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You've got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Caught, nice gain left side. He doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
First down, here's Dak.
First down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Back to the air, Prescott. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
3rd and long, Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants might be able to get some points late after the interception.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Warriors, 70. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. This is a heater going deep. That one connects. He takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants parlay the interception into points. That one right down the middle. And the Giants tie us up 28-all. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Back to throw it. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He finds Pickens left side. Free inside the 30. George Pickens! And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. George Pickens the touchdown. Trujillo adds on the point after. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up second down. Back to the air. It's Richardson. He finds Neighbors right side. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Offense in the hurry up here.
19 Lions.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Richardson now on first and 10. Andrews has it, working downfield. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down. Play action with Richardson. Rolling out to his left. That one's caught along the left sideline. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for a New York first down. New set of downs for him from the 31. On first down, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Once more now, it's Richardson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cowboys have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Putting the tight end in motion. Dak now from the gun. Back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
That's now the third time that he's been hauled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up, or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
Here he goes, third and long. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Giants lining things up. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Here's his running back. And he'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He's going to push one deep down the... They connect on the deep shot. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
70, Timberwolf. Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
To the air on his first down. Richardson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's got it inside the 10. That's a New York touchdown. The Giants cut it to 1 late in the third. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants tie this game 35 apiece. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's brought down just inside the 25. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Blue gets the handoff. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. Looking quickly here. Give on second here to Blue. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're set backwards. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Into the hands of Pickett. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
From the red zone on first. Got on the ground game, works for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. His third total score in this game. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Get up, ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
On the jump. Warriors 70. Let's go now. Panther 60. Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
1st and 10 at the
79
32-yard
Broncos.
line.
Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 6. Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants now trail by just a point in the fourth. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His third. Through the air this game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Looking from the pistol, Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Up the middle, Blue. They're still going at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a fourth quarter lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return, so that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Put the body on the line for his team. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is all-out effort to make the catch, putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Go! Ready, ready?
Here's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. Gain of 15 there. And the Giants sure got to have the first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants down by 7. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
A give now from the gun. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on first. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Ready, go.
Here he is to throw. This one's caught. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down. It's still a very good gain. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Here we go, set. 19, 60 Eagles, 60. Ready?
The handoff on 3rd and short. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, it's awesome with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
They're lining up for 2. This is for the lead and potentially the win.
Come on, come on.
Line up for the
Trap 60, trap 60. Let go.
He'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defense makes a stand, and they'll keep a 1-point lead with only seconds to play.
Giants 48.
things trimmed back down to a single-point prop as they send this off and away. Starting from the 5. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here.